Hello and welcome to video 28. This is me learning how to use the AKAI MPC Live III and passing on to you all my tips and tricks as I do so. The other day somebody on my channel requested a video on Keygroup tracks, and so this is it. This is a kind of first look. I'm not going incredibly deep here, so I'm going to make a new track, so plus new track. Now, here are the choices: audio, drum, plug-in, Keygroup, MIDI, CV. So Keygroup is the one I want. It's got this keyboard and a waveform on top of it. So I'm going to press that and it's created a Keygroup track. And there's that telltale little keyboard on there. So Keygroup instruments are sample-based instruments. In its most basic form, it's a single sample spread across the pads. Like the old days, we used to sample something and then you play it up and down the keys and it would get shorter as it got higher, longer as it got lower. So it's basically the same sound spread across the keys, in this case the pads, and that is it in its basic form. That is a Keygroup. But with this particular instrument you can do multi-sampling. So Keygroups are built using samples and you can customize them with loop points and envelopes and effects. And you can use multiple layers of samples, and I'll show you all that in a moment. I'm going to boot up a project I made the other day to show you this. So on track one here I've got a drum kit. It's a normal drum kit, different sound on every pad, but supposing I found a sound that I particularly liked. Say I pick this sound here. So I press this pad here, I hold shift and 2 Keygroup. Now obviously this button without pressing shift is 16 level, but in red you can see 2 Keygroup. Hold shift and 2 Keygroup, and now you can see the icon is changed to the Keygroup icon, and that sound has been spread across the pads. I've turned my drum track instrument into a Keygroup instrument. One sound spread across the pads. And of course it gets higher and higher and higher. That's obviously playable and recordable into this track. So that's the most basic form of a Keygroup track. If I press edit, you'll see up here under Keygroup there's only one Keygroup, and I'll explain that in a moment. But go to the samples. Now according to this there are 4 layers here, so that's a really basic way of creating a Keygroup track. Right, let's come back here. Now this is a genuine Keygroup track. It's something I got out of one of my expansions. Let's go to the browser and show you this. So if I go to expansions and I go to the search menu here and I type in .xty, do it. I'm tapping these expansions, nothing's coming up. If I tap Gemini, straight away that sound is auditioning. Gemini is a expansion that's got all Keygroup tracks. So Lo-Fi Breeze doesn't have any. Orion, it's got all these Keygroup instruments, and you can see the extension here, .xty. So these two, Gemini and Orion, as far as I can tell, are the only factory expansions that are dedicated to Keygroup sounds. Okay, so it was probably in Gemini that I loaded this sound in. So this is a genuine Keygroup track. So let's have a little look at this. If I go to main, if I press this pad perform button, I'm fairly low down, A1, B1, C2, quite a good level for playing, so I'll leave it at that. I'm on key of A and a natural minor scale, that's fine. Come back to edit. So I'm in the global page of the edit of this instrument, and you can see if I press this pad here, pad number 1, Keygroup 3, Keygroup 4, that's Keygroup 4 as well. So this is obviously a multi-sample, because any notes in Keygroup 4, it's a sample spread across 2 notes. Keygroup 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9. Now I've moved up to a different octave, 9. Right, that's all 9, so obviously it was only sampled within a certain area. So this is a multi-sample. So a Keygroup track can be a multi-sample. In this Keygroup 3, the lowest key was F#1 and the highest key was A1. So there's only one sample for those notes. So F#1, G1, G#1, A1. So that's 4 notes are covered by that one sample. If I come to pad 2, B flat 1 to C sharp 2. Now notice this one here, A1, so it's moved up a semitone. So B flat, B, C, C sharp. So 4 notes and one sample covers those 4 notes. So it's not every note on the keyboard that's been covered by the multi-sample. It's 4 at a time. So move up to the next key group, Keygroup 5, and this is D2 to F2. You get the idea. So this is definitely a multi-sample, and I'm sure you can create your own. I'm not going to do that in this video. That's for a video in the future. This is just a first look at these Keygroup tracks, but they're pretty interesting, aren't they? What else have we got on this page? We've got this layer play. So layer play cycle means that as you keep playing the same pad, I think it cycles through the different layers. Obviously you can tune it, semi and fine, change the level, change the pan, fairly obvious things. So if we go to samples down here, now if I go to layer 1, and now layer 2, layer 3, you can see they are different samples. You can see that that sound is 3 samples which you can obviously edit. On this page you can still see the different key groups for the multi-sample as I play the different pads, and you can see the different samples playing. If I go to layer 2, you'll see all the different samples there. So samples layered one on top of the other there. Obviously you can change the start and end point of the sample. Lots of other things on here, you can reverse it. I've reversed all these layers, so if I press this pad, watch the playhead. Starts on the right and moves back over. So there's an awful lot you can do there, and then obviously you can go to the filter and you can change things here. Cut off, resonance, that kind of thing. Not going into this in any detail. The amp envelope, obviously you can change the attack. Bring the release back so it's just short. This is for all of the samples. Lots of other controls, LFO, and then we've got utilities, unison, the mod matrix, which is a video all on its own. Lots of stuff there. It's actually a really good sound, that, isn't it? Now if I put a red rectangle around the sample and I push down on the data dial, I've got all these different samples I could choose to load into that particular layer. So if I choose this one, push down there, now sets a cycle, and so when I play this we don't always hear that different note. So I'm getting a, didn't hear it there, but there I am. So it's kind of a chord, isn't it? There's so much you can do with this, it's absolutely mind-boggling, isn't it? That just shows you the power of this thing. You can change the sample for the layer in that way, and you can obviously change the start and end points for the sample here. So you can edit all layers at the same time with this. So if I change the start time here and go to a different layer, it's the same, and that one is there. Whereas if I turn that off, change this one will be different as with that one, change that one. but at least that shows you round the key groups a bit. Let's come back to the main. Let's go to a different track. What's this one? This is just a kit. So if I liked any of these sounds here, maybe I like this sound here, I hold shift and 2 key group, and now, a bit low, that sound out of that drum kit is now a key group sound. So key group tracks are based on samples. You can have a single sample spread all across the pads, or you can have perhaps a synth that's been multi-sampled across the pads. It's a pretty powerful thing, isn't it? I certainly didn't understand it when I first got this machine. If you're new to this instrument, that may be enough just to get you up and running so you can find your way around it, understand it enough to use it a bit, and then later on I'll do a more in-depth video on this. But it's pretty good, isn't it? If you got something from today's video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to give me a bit of a helping hand financially here on YouTube for all I do, then please make a small donation. You can do it on YouTube, or you can do it via my website, which is www.daddylonglegs.com. Thank you very much for watching, and you'll hear from me very soon, I'm sure. Bye for now.